Hi guys, so this is the other guy again. So if you've been following me on YouTube, my truck drowned in water on February the 3rd. There was a rain here in the Central Valley of California, and there was flood in our area here. My son was able to kayak around in our neighborhood. You know, it was pretty fun for him, but it wasn't for me. My truck drowned in the flood. So, on that day, there were other trucks and other cars drowned as well. There was like at least 3 or 4 around in our neighborhood. My truck died like 2 miles away, and so I had to have it towed to my house. So anyway, that's the story. If you have been following me, you would see the damage done to my car. So I have a surprise for you. Yesterday, well, the day before yesterday actually, my engine finally arrived. And here's the story. I decided to start working on my engine and trying to take it apart. And I was in the middle of doing it when my brother called and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" Well, my brother didn't call, but he messaged me. My brother-in-law called, actually. My brother-in-law called and said, "Hey, I heard your truck drowned." So I said, "Yeah, my truck drowned." So I said, "Okay." Oh, so he said, "Okay, well, why don't you file a claim?" So I said to him, "Well, you know, it's my fault. I didn't want to get my insurance involved because I feel responsible for it. It's my fault. I'm gonna have to man up and buy my own, you know, engine without their involvement because it's really my fault, you know." So then I hung up with him. A couple of days later, while fixing my car or my truck, trying to take out the engine. In the process of doing it, my brother, my older brother, he messaged me on Facebook and said, "Hey, why don't you just claim your insurance company? Why don't you file a claim to see if your insurance company will help you? Because I spoke to somebody here, and they said that they can, and he works for the insurance company, and he said that sometimes companies do help. Insurance companies do help." So I said to him, and I thought about it really hard. I thought about it, and I didn't want to get my insurance company involved. So, because, you know, it's my fault. You know, I should man up to my stupidity. So then I got to thinking. I thought about what my brother-in-law said, and I thought about what my older brother said, and so I decided, you know, I'm gonna call my insurance company and see what they say. So it just happens so that I have $0 deductible on my policy, and my truck is fully covered. All my cars are covered under my insurance company. I'm not trying to make a commercial for them, right? But so I won't say their name. If you want to know who they are, what company they are, you could personally message me or ask, and I'll give you. But I'm not going to make a commercial for them. I'm not getting anything for making this video anyway. So anyway, I called them and I said, "Hey, this is what's going on. My fault. I drowned my truck. I have no one to blame but myself. And yeah, here it is. I want to know if you can help." So they looked at the policy and they said, "Well, you know, there's nothing against short story is that they'll help me." So I said to them, "Well, I have a video, and I want to share it with you what happened. You know, the video that I posted on YouTube, my self-incriminating video." So I sent it to them. Well, before I did that, I explained to them that I didn't want to get the insurance involved, and that, you know, if they look at the record, they would see that somebody towed my truck back home. And that's what they did. They looked at the record and they saw that somebody did tow my truck home on February the 3rd. So then I said to them, I have a self-incriminating video I'd like you to watch. You know, I'm being honest with you. It's my fault. I felt very bad, and I said to them, I feel very bad for calling you, making a claim, but I want to be honest with you. If you don't think you can cover, that's still cool with me, because it's my fault. So that's what they said. Oh, that's what I said to them. So I sent them my self-incriminating video on my channel, and they looked at it, and then they called. Oh, they looked at it, and I called them back, and I said, "Hey, so what did you guys think about my video?" So the guy working with my company, he said, "Well, it was pretty stupid that you did that." So I said, "Yeah, it's pretty stupid. I'm being honest with you. I have nothing to hide. I'm being honest with you." And so he said, "Well, I looked at your policy, and we don't have any policy against stupidity. So we're gonna cover your engine, and we'll pay you to install it, or pay somebody else to install it." And they said, "Do you have anybody in mind to install the engine for you?" So I said, "You know, I don't trust anybody. I've been doing this since I was 14, and I've done plenty of engine replacement, and I know how to do it. I don't trust mechanics." So then he said, "Okay, well, we'll pay you to install it." And so that's how the story goes. And see, so they, you know, that's the deal. They're gonna pay for my engine, and it's here. Okay, so this is the engine, and don't mind these. This is strapped to my toolbox there, so that it doesn't fall. It's on a crate, by the way, but it's just sitting here in my garage. So tonight, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the wrapping here and show you all how it looks like. Okay, and be honest with you, I don't know how it looks like. So the engine is supposed to be a 74,000 mile engine from a 2001 Toyota Tundra, and this is shipped from Maryland. Let's see. Yup, Elkton, Maryland. That's the city, Elkton. I don't know what that is, but from Paradise Auto Parts, 929 West Pulaski Highway. The city is Elkton, Maryland, MD. Zip code 21921. The contact person's name, I'm not going to go there. But anyway, this is the engine. So hey, you know what? Stick around. Let's wrap that. Well, let's unwrap this together. Okay. So let's unwrap it together, and we'll see how trustworthy this place that sold me this engine is, and let's see the quality of the product. Okay. All right. Well, so I'm gonna speed up this so that you get an idea of what I'm doing, and then after that, I will then slow down and we'll see it together. Stick around. Okay guys, so I got it torn down. Okay, I got it unwrapped. And so it looks like a piece of shit. Okay, for $1,300 shipped from Maryland. I don't know, maybe I live in California and I was expecting something better and something cleaner. But look at this. Oxidation and rust everywhere. This looks like a piece of shit. For $1,300. Okay, look at that. And whoever took this engine out didn't do it nicely. Look at the damage there. Okay, I'm very disappointed. Okay, I paid $1,300 to get it shipped to my house, and this is what I got. It looks like a piece of shit. Okay, this is from Paradise Auto Parts, Elkton, Maryland, and it's supposed to be It's supposed to have 74,000 miles on it. I'm going to take this out later, and I'm going to see if it has the original timing belt. It should be OEM in here, and if it's not, then they've lied to me. Okay, so check this out. Okay, so they tore up just about everything. Okay, which I can replace these with my original engine. Okay, all of these I could replace, but look at this. This is a piece of crap. Look at that. Oxidation. Rust everywhere. Okay, so I get that it's nose, and maybe they pour salt onto the road, and thus, is that salt crystals? Jeez Louise, look at this, guys. Okay, look at this. This thing looks like it's a million years old for $1,300. Piece of shit. Excuse my language. I've never been so upset in my life. Okay, look at the flywheel. Oh my gosh. The starter looks like crap. Look at that. That's a starter gear. Okay, look at that. Look at that's a starter in there. It looks like a piece of crap. Jeez Louise. And look at that. It's all rusted. No shield. Okay. Look at that. Okay, guys. I'm going to call them tomorrow. And I'm going to ask them why they sent me a piece of crap. Okay, folks. If you guys are looking at this, is this how... is this how northern cars look like at 74,000 miles? Or are they lying to me? 74,000 miles, guys. Look at that. The shield is gone, rusted through. Okay? Look at that. This is a piece of shit. I've never cussed so much in my life. Look at that. When you pay $1,300 for an engine, you don't expect to see this. Look at that. You know what? For Pete's sake, let's take out this cover here. Let's take a look at the timing belt to see how the condition of it. All right, I'm gonna put this on pause, and I'm gonna video you with. I'm gonna video this so that you guys see what I'm doing. I'm gonna fast forward this. Okay, guys. So as you can see, I tore it down. Okay, I open up the timing belt cover, and you know, according to them, this engine has 74,000 miles on it. So that leaves me to think, if it has truly 74,000 miles on it, then it should have the OEM timing belt. And it should say Toyota on it. Okay, unless it's over mileage, let's say 190,000 miles or 90,000 miles on it, and they took it to the dealer and had the dealer replace it with another dealer item, then I wouldn't know that I won't be able to tell the difference. However, if they replaced it with an AutoZone or O'Reilly or another brand, then it would tell me that this isn't the original timing belt and that this engine is, not as it was purported to be. So I know that Toyota, okay, on Toyotas, the 4.7 engine, you're supposed to change the timing belt every 90,000 miles. So I'm checking this timing belt, and I don't know if you see it. Let's see. Let's see. There, it says Toyota. Okay, it says Toyota right there. Okay, so that tells me that it's either the original timing belt, or they took it to the dealer and had it changed out. So, I want to believe people that when they say it's 74,000 miles, that it is. I don't want to sound like I'm naive. I know that there are a lot of crooked and shady people out there. And I shouldn't put my trust in humanity that easily. But I'm gonna take it that this is a 74,000 miles in a 1,000-mile engine, and because it lives in Maryland, that there's a lot of rain, okay, and it's humid up there, and thereby this engine looks like crap. So I'm gonna place my trust in that humanity part and work with the best that I have. But I'm not really happy with this kind of condition, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna have to tear this engine down, okay, and look at that. Check the whole engine over. I'm gonna change the water pump, put a new timing belt in it, and anything that looks really crappy, I'm gonna use my wire brush and brush out the aluminum. As you can see, it's an aluminum block, so that's why you see oxidation. Okay, and I know that aluminum oxidizes and they don't rust. And so because it's an aluminum block, given the fact that it lives in a humid environment, it oxidizes, and this is what aluminum looks like when it oxidizes in a wet, dank area. Okay, so, and then with metal, you can see the metal rust there. So what's good about this is that I still have my original engine. I'm gonna start swapping parts. It looks really nasty, I'll be honest with you. I'm just not happy with it. But sometimes I'm gonna go with what they say, that this is an original engine of 74,000 miles. And I'm gonna email them and see what they say. But yeah, this is Paradise Auto Parts. I hope they can live up to their name. And I'm gonna try to email them and see what they say. Or best yet, I'll call them. Okay, so that's for me. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.